Okay, so to start, let's go ahead and open up an AI platform notebook. So scroll down in the GCP GUI to the artificial intelligence section, click on AI platform notebooks, create a new instance, TensorFlow without GPUs, create. This is going to take a few minutes. So in this lab, we're going to get some very practical coding experience. People rarely start a coding project from scratch. Here we're given some code that uses the Aquan toolbox to backtest a momentum trading strategy. As is, the implementation actually loses money, so we have to modify the code so that the strategy makes money. Okay, once you see the Open Jupyter Lab option, go ahead and click on that. Okay, so first we're going to open up a terminal. We're going to clone the Aquan tutorials repository onto our VM here. It's done, open up the Momentum Backtest Losing Money notebook. Okay, so first we have to install some libraries in order for Aquan Toolbox to work. Now in the future, these might change, but to get the current state of the toolbox to work, you have to install these libraries here. So go ahead and execute this cell. Okay, when that's done, go ahead and restart the kernel and clear all outputs. Okay, let's import all the libraries we'll need. Execute this cell. Okay, now in the lectures, you should have been introduced to the Aquan toolbox so that most of these methods and the structure of the code are clear to you. Feel free to inspect a lot of this data loading code, but we won't have to modify it in any way. So in the get prediction method, this is where we're going to make all of our modifications. So in this code, we tell the backtester when to buy, sell, or stay put. We utilize the 30-day momentum value. In this strategy, if the 30-day momentum is positive, we go long. If it's negative, we go short. If there's not enough data, we don't do anything. So let's go ahead and run this code to see what happens. Here we're running the backtester, which takes a few minutes to complete. Let's go ahead and look at the aggregate profit and loss for this strategy. So we see that's negative. It's losing money. Let's modify our trading strategy using the Hurst exponent. See if we can make money. Let's open up the Momentum Backtest Making Money notebook. The Hurst exponent is useful for getting insights into the dynamics of a time series. Given a time series, you can estimate the Hurst exponent by chunking up the observations and performing a series of calculations. If you're interested, check out the link provided in the notebook to see how the Hurst exponent is actually calculated. We provided a function that calculates the Hurst exponent for you. Here it is, Hurst_f. The key thing to note is that for a given time series, if the Hurst exponent is equal to 0.5, then your time series is basically a random walk. If the exponent is less than 0.5, then the time series is mean reverting. If the exponent is greater than 0.5, then you've got a series with a trend. The larger the Hurst exponent, the stronger the trend. Note there are multiple ways you can create a winning strategy using the Hurst exponent. What we have here is just one way. So we use a combination of long-term and short-term momentum. So first, we want to account for situations where the Hurst exponent is greater than 0.5, meaning our data has a trend in it. In this case, if the long-term and short-term momentum are positive, we want to long the stock. If they're both negative, we want to short the stock. We want to escape our current position if either the long-term momentum is positive while the short-term momentum is negative. We also want to escape if the long-term momentum is negative while the short-term momentum is positive. And then, of course, if the Hurst exponent is less than 0.5 altogether, we want to get out of our position. Okay, so at this point, we're running our backtester to see how our strategy does. It takes a few minutes to complete. Let's look at the aggregate results. And look at that, the profit and loss is positive, so our strategy makes money. Feel free to play around with the strategy to see if you could improve upon its performance. Be creative.